नई 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 ये बातें नई है जानकारी आ गई अब हमारी सीनियर्स की बारी। नई 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 ये बातें नई है जानकारी आ गई अब हमारी सीनियर्स की बारी। इनके अनुभव से अपनी बदली दुनिया सारी, इनके अनुभव से अपनी बदली दुनिया सारी। टाटा टाटी नाना नानी करते बातें प्यारी। सुन लो तुम, समझ लो तुम, हाँ सुन लो तुम, समझ लो तुम, सुन लो तुम, समझ लो तुम, बात ये हमारी। खुश रखोगे इनको तो होगी खुशी तुम्हारी। नई बातें हैं ये देखो नई जानकारी आ गई अब हमारी सीनियर्स की बारी। किससे कहानियां सेहत और विज्ञान की बातें, रेडियो कार्यक्रम अनुभव, सीनियर्स की बात सीनियर्स के साथ।
আপনারা শুনছেন অনুভবের পডকাস্ট ধ্রুবতারা।
তোমার আমার অনুভবের জীবনের ধ্রুবতারা, 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 ধ্রুবতারা। তোমার আমার অনুভবের জীবনের ধ্রুবতারা, 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 ধ্রুবতারা।
আপনারা শুনছেন ভারত সরকারের সামাজিক ন্যায় ও অধিকার প্রদান মন্ত্রকের অন্তর্গত ন্যাশনাল ইনস্টিটিউট ফর সোশ্যাল ডিফেন্স এবং মিডিয়া ফর কমিউনিটি ফাউন্ডেশন নতুন দিল্লির যৌথ উদ্যোগে নির্মিত পডকাস্ট অনুভবের নির্মিতি ধ্রুবতারা। অনুভবের এই অভিনব ভাবনা ও বিন্যাসে ডক্টর আর শ্রীধর ও শ্রী আলোক ওয়ার্মা। অনুভবের অন্তর্গত ধ্রুবতারা আপনাদের জন্য নিবেদন করলেন ক্যালকাটা মেট্রোপলিটন ইনস্টিটিউট অফ জেরন্টোলজি, সংক্ষেপে CMIG। আপনাদের আরও বলে রাখি, প্রবীণ নাগরিকদের যে কোনো সমস্যা, যেমন ডাক্তারের প্রয়োজন, হাসপাতাল, বৃদ্ধাশ্রম, প্রবীণদের নিয়ে কর্মরত সংস্থা, আইনি সহায়তা, আবেগজনিত যে কোনো সমস্যা হলে অথবা প্রবীণদের উপরে যে কোনো রকমের অপমান কিংবা অত্যাচার, নিগ্রহ অথবা গৃহহারা প্রবীণদের সব রকমের সহায়তার জন্য জাতীয় শুল্কমুক্ত নম্বর 145667। আরেকবার বলছি, ন্যাশনাল টোল ফ্রি নাম্বার 14567, এই নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন।
Very good afternoon, dear listeners. Well, this is my first time I'm recording a session in the podcast studio, a unique entity that I'm going to present some perspectives on this entity, entirely my personal perspective. But anyone trained in the domain of science and technology will bear testimony that all my POVs, point of views, are actually hardcore technical facts. Okay, before I proceed, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ipsito Chakravarty. I'm a research coordinator in a regulatory organization working in the field of senior citizen care. I have a modicum of experience in the UK regarding geron technology, as I am a technocrat. I'm neither a gerontologist or a sociologist, but science and technology is my expertise domain. So after having gained a few conceptual breakthroughs in UK, I came back to our motherland to serve from the root. Well, now let us jump straight into what I am about to say. See, I'm just hesitating a little bit because I am not that sure where to start. For I thought I would be giving a formal speech, stringently abiding by all communication protocol. But no, I'm not here for this. We human beings are not born for heuristic deliberations. We always try to break through, always try to leave off the edge. See, it's not about transcending reality. It's not about rising above or falling below. It's about daring to tear the veil off the face of the unknown. It's about seeing through the mystical aura and seeing beyond the horizon of limitations whenever any such barrier is imposed upon us, any such hardship. The circuit lying before me is a simple binary flip-flop circuit. Dear listeners, it's a first generation circuit without any application whatsoever of sophisticated integrated chips, ICs that we're familiar with, ultra large scale integration circuits, ULSI, nothing of that sort. This circuit is plain and simple, robust and portable. But that's all. In terms of efficacy, efficiency, turnover, sensitivity, it lags way behind the third generation electronic gadgets that are crowding the market right now. They are the dominant ones. So those who are listening might already be flabbergasted because I said just now that the circuit is a very simple one. It's a linear circuit. It doesn't do anything sophisticated, not a modicum of sophistication in it. Herein lies the unsolved conundrum, the perennial dilemma, the wonderful uncertainty of human life. Sometimes even the simplest of things can stand out. Sometimes even the simplest of things can bring about epoch-changing revolutions. And this gadget before me, the simple Gen 1 flip-flop circuit, has got potential enough to bring about massive waves of change. I repeat, it has got potential enough to bring about massive waves of change. It holds promise to finally fulfill the Millennium Mandate that was deemed impossible by many leading scientists of the world back in 1990s. Sorry, you're just straight off the track because I know that all of you might not be technocrats or might not be knowing about the Millennium Mandate. Let me brief you very short. For conveying the idea of this Millennium Mandate, I thought I would like to invite you to come with me on a journey back through time. My dear listeners, may I request you for the time being to lift your or withdraw your minds from the incoherent multiplicity of the present and settle with me on a higher coherence in history. We are now in the 90s, beginning of the 90s. We are enjoying a beautiful evening in Paris. I see before me a convention center. I haven't seen any such center of such massive dimensions and proportions before. I know that a large technological convention is going to be held, and this convention, as history will testify, altered the course of human thinking and promised something which I believed, everyone believed, except a few. Till then, only the gods could say, a human being cannot. I was sadly mistaken. We were mistaken. We didn't understand, or didn't fathom the potential of a human being. It's not about Superman, it's about man being super. It's not about a cyborg, it's about human flesh and blood. Hail the 90s. It will be written in gold. The numerous accolades, the rapid cascade of technological innovations, the glory of unprecedented breakthroughs in science and technology. What happened? A new revolution was on the way. Experts call it digital revolution. In this conference, in this convention, it has been said that masters of the world united in one single convention, masters from different domains, diverse domains, from all aspects, all fields, subfields of human life, of life in general. They said, towards the end of this convention, they said something which really shook the crowd, which really shook the whole world within a few days' time and paved the way for data science revolution to usher in. They claimed something outlandish, they claimed something which was like impragmatic, impractical, non-human, but yes, it was human. They said, come 2025, ubiquitous connectivity will solve all mankind's problems. What does it mean? Let me explain. In the 90s, three major breakthroughs changed the very face of electronics and communication. It has been said poetically, the walls went down and the windows went up. Implementation of Windows operating system. This was the first giant step towards making all electronic and communication gadgets as user-friendly as possible. This was a revelation. Second, World Wide Web. Genesis of World Wide Web, which again was a harbinger of a new world order, an order defined by global connectivity. First time ever in history, we have got genuine diversity of choice and access to all forms of knowledge, to all kinds of services. See, masters claimed that ubiquitous connectivity, that means voice, data, all integrated into one communication channel, uniting the world's population, the entire web. This sort of unity will work magic. Why? They claim that This unity, if we can unify all members of all age strata, all socio-economic, socio-cultural backgrounds, different countries, different continents, and so on and so forth, then the problems that we are facing, the debilitating problems, including hunger, including famine and all those, these will be solved quite easily. Why? এগুলো মানুষের তৈরি করা। These problems are all created by man alone. And so it naturally follows that if man unites with man, man works with man towards solution of these problems, there will be no difficulty at all in overcoming these debacles or hardships. The first step was unity. Masters are actually বলেছিলেন যে unity নিয়ে আসবে connectivity. Connectivity will bring about unity among all. And this unity will lead to solution of all problems of mankind. It does make a little bit of sense, right? So unity has emerged as a panacea of human race. We unite and we work together. We turn the wheels of evolution on our own accord, abiding by our own mandate. A new identity is created by us, collective identity, which comes to the fore and other perils fade in oblivion. At long last, the curtain of ignorance finally started to vacillate and quiver, losing all its negative energy and giving way to bright, shining radiance of 1,000 suns. Ultimate enlightenment beckons us. Yonder, not so far away. So you see, this is very simple, yet we fail to understand the significance of it then. We do understand it now. See here, ওই সময়, at that time, বলা হয়েছিল connectivity among all throughout the world. So we are approaching 2025. Why is not there any sort of progress towards solving the debilitating problems that have been haunting mankind ever since their origins or inception? এটা একমাত্র কারণ we have not been able to unify all members of all age strata. Why? Look here, unity, connectivity, these are all online things, like these are all technical. We do not have to go there to unite with someone, to work with someone. It's all technical. It's all happening in the virtual platform. As we all know, 60 plus members of the society, senior citizens, they have a very hard time in browsing through World Wide Web. They simply lack the expertise. Why? These are the place to say. So, let me put this in a nutshell, in as simple parables as I can. What is required? What is required to solve mankind's problems? What is required for progression of human civilization? Unity. We should unify, right? And what is the impediment here? Senior citizens don't have adequate exposure or adequate digital education skills, digital navigation skills to unite with other older persons or other members of society across countries, across states, whatsoever. So this is the disadvantage. Another one, see, India is a low and middle income country. LMIC, 33% approximately are among the economically weakest section or the economically backward class, EBC. So we have limited financial resources as well. In such a scenario, we cannot afford to use expensive communication or broadcasting tools. We can use something which is portable, low cost, and something else as well. See, if an equipment is low cost and portable, then it is quite simple. Older adults, while they are attending or creating a podcast session, they don't have to think about the technicalities. He will just come and say whatever he has to say. The rest will be handled by the operator, will be processed by the machine circuit alone. So this is the best possible solution. No technological knowledge is required, but we reap full benefits of technology and global connectivity. I will just say one more point. It's very important. I will refer to Erik Erikson's psychosocial development. We human beings, we pass through different phases of life, and we have different responsibilities, drawbacks, different breakthroughs in different phases. The last phase is obviously the twilight phase, the aging phase, when I am a senior citizen. In this phase, in the old age phase, we experience some challenges. One is loneliness, another is contemplating inevitability of death, emptiness syndrome, and finding a meaningful, productive life after retirement. The last point, referring to meaning, is really a deep philosophical aspect. First time ever, philosophy and technology are trying to integrate to create a holistic whole. Suppose I am a senior citizen, an older adult, age of 65 years of age. আমি কিভাবে meaning খুঁজে পাবো? How will I create meaning after my retirement? I am no longer an asset. I am a burden. I do not earn. I am not productive. So why am I alive? Why am I still going on? What is my purpose? What is the meaning of life that I am leading? Yeah, there is meaning. See, there is meaning waiting for us to salvage from our external environments. Let me put it this way. I am not productive. আমি এখন burden মনে করছি নিজেকে। আমি productive নই। এই মতো অবস্থায় right now in this juncture of psychological insecurity, depression, pending anxiety, I heard that some organization is there where they are providing some sort of communication gadget, something called podcast, where if I go there, since I'm already 60 plus, I can just sit in the studio and say anything that I want. These speeches of mine, the deliberation that I give or will be circulated all throughout the nation. Just imagine. আমার কোনো রোল নেই, আমি চাকরি করতাম, বসে পড়েছি বাড়িতে, আই এম টোটালি নন প্রোডাক্টিভ। এখান থেকে I find a place where my voice will be heard all throughout the nation. Right now my family is not hearing me, but there is a gateway which becomes me to speak something so that the entire nation will be benefited from my discourse. This is meaning enough, don't you think? This is meaning enough. Nothing can be more simple than this. Nothing can be more straightforward, more linear than this. So amidst chaos, we are striving for a higher purpose, a higher unity, with higher degrees of freedom. First time ever in history, we have the means and ways to tap into that phase of life from which continued creativity and productivity can be harnessed, and the elderly person, by means of his life and spirit, might as well contribute towards human advancements in ways we cannot presently conceive. With high hopes and aspiration, we proceed. We march forward, look into the mind's eye, yonder, far ahead, in the horizon of uncertainty. Thank you very much.
আপনাদের জানিয়ে রাখি, প্রবীণ নাগরিকদের যে কোনো সমস্যা, যেমন ডাক্তারের প্রয়োজন, হাসপাতাল, বৃদ্ধাশ্রম, প্রবীণদের নিয়ে কর্মরত সংস্থা, আইনি সহায়তা, আবেগজনিত যে কোনো সমস্যা হলে, অথবা প্রবীণদের ওপর যে কোনো রকমের অপমান, অত্যাচার, নিগ্রহ অথবা গৃহহারা প্রবীণদের সব রকমের সহায়তার জন্য জাতীয় শুল্কমুক্ত নম্বর 145667, আরেকবার বলি, ন্যাশনাল টোল ফ্রি নাম্বার 14567, এই নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন। সমগ্র অনুষ্ঠানটি আপনাদের কাছে নিবেদন করলেন ধ্রুবতারা। অনুভবের অন্তর্গত ধ্রুবতারা একটি CMIG প্রয়াস।